Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today we're doing a fountain pen review that I got from pen friend Sharon. Thank you so much for this pen. It's a beautiful pen. It has what I would call a wicking feed nib combination. There is, instead of having your usual feed that doesn't have anything in it, there is a piece of felt, a round piece of felt that goes all the way through the feed, all the way to the converter, and it wicks the ink through it for continuous flow, which is very unique in this type of pen. I only have one other type of pen like it, and that is my calligraphy pen that I got for Thanksgiving. And it also, if you see, they use the same type of nib, which is awesome. And I had a heck of a time getting this out, the feed out of the barrel, the grip section, so that was a nightmare. Anyway, note to self, use a rubber band or something. Anyway, so today we're doing Ooly Red, and this is what I could find on it online. And there's a ton of stuff, but we're gonna start with the Ooly website itself, and you can get an Ooly pen for a set of 8 for $14.99. Now, the cartridges are proprietary, and I can't get anything to fit in them other than the cartridge that came with it, which is this one right here. So that is really sad, because I'd love to be able to have put another color in this. And the calligraphy pen was a standard international cartridge. This is not. Now, standard international cartridges are about 5.1 millimeters. This one, now it's being cooperative. This is 5.1 millimeters. But seriously, this didn't fit yesterday. Oh, I better not fit right now. I'm gonna be so mad. So the internal diameter of the cartridges are obviously different. You can definitely tell that the standard international is smaller than this cartridge, whatever this is. So it's proprietary. It's not as big as a Lamy cartridge or the Wyren cartridges, because the Wyren and the Lamy take the same cartridges, and they might look kind of the same, but this one is actually larger than this one, which is very strange, by like tenths of a millimeter. So it's just weird. Like, I've never had a pen that's not been compatible. So that's the only difficult thing that I can think of is with this pen. It uses a proprietary cartridge, which means that if you want to buy more cartridges for them, you have to go online and you have to buy, an 8-pack for $4.99. You can also find them on eBay in a set. This is a fancy blue one. This is called a Splendid pen. They have them on RainbowResourceCenter.com for an 8-pack for $3.99. Amazon even has these sparkly ones that are $12.99. The Fab pens are $9.99, and the Rainbow pens are $14.99. So that's really cool. All right, let's get into the notebooks. This is gonna run long today, I can already feel. Sorry, folks. Sometimes I get rambly, and that's just what happens. Let's talk about the pen. The pen is a pop cap. Cap is 13 millimeters wide, 52 millimeters long. It's got a very soft satin finish to it. The body is 11.8 millimeters wide. The section is 10.5 millimeters wide. It does post. It does post, and it does not add to the. It's a very light. It almost feels like foam, but it's plastic. It's got a very satiny finish to it, which is very nice. Anyway, now let's get into the journals. Okay, today is the 22nd of August. August 22nd. And today is, what is today? Today is Thursday. Oh, jeez. Thursday. Today's pen is Ooly. O-O-L. The Ooly red. The ink is Color Right red. This is a fine nib. Now, I don't know what kind of feed this is considered to be, but if anybody knows the answer to that, please let me know, because that would be interesting. And tomorrow I will show you the feed system in both of these pins, so you can be like, oh, that's weird. But currently I'm using it, and I just noticed that as I was. And the thing about these types of pens is you can't wash them before you use them, because otherwise you'll just get water for like days. And you just have to use the wicking system to use the ink. So that's just how it is. Food. Weight. Steps. Cool. All right. Now, the first thing that anyone should ever do with a pen, before they even get it inked up, is take and hold it in your hand, and then go on the piece of paper that you want to, and just kind of scribble some invisible letters and see if it's scratchy. Now, I learned this with this pen. This was my first fountain pen. And I did that with this one, and it did have a little tiny burr on it, and I bought this from CVS or Rite Aid or one of those, and it's just one of those filing systems. Now, I used this filing system to file this way down because it was a scratchy thing, and then you a little bit smoother, and this is made of like Teflon. It's not even like gritty, but it's like to smooth out your nails. So it makes them really shiny. So I had to use the 3 and the smooth to get this not to have a burr on the end. It was a little teeny tiny burr, and I got rid of it, and that's awesome. Oh jeez, this is 11 minutes long. Okay, I don't see any bleed through. You could probably totally use the backside of this paper. Alright then. We're gonna go into the Mead notebook. 10.5 by 7.5. Ooly red, we'll call it. How's that? And it doesn't spread very much, which is very nice. Oh, there's little tidbits of bleed through. Just heavy ghosting there. You could probably totally use the backside of this paper. Alright then. Going on, CVS caliber notebook, 6x4. It doesn't spread very much, so that's nice. And after like 5 seconds, it's dry, which is impressive for an ink. And there's no bleed through. You could probably totally use the backside of this paper. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the Walmart 3x5 and Ooly red. It doesn't spread very much, and after 5 seconds it's dry, which is very impressive. No bleed through on the back. You could totally use the back side of this paper. Last but not least, we're going to look at the Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. Alright. It's not meant to be used as a flex pen, so I'm not really gonna push it. This is a beautiful ink. It's kind of a light red, and it's almost exactly the same color as the cap, which is super rare and impressive of an ink to be almost the exact same color as the pen. So that's really neat. And there's no bleed through on the back. You could totally use the back side of this paper. Now let's look at yesterday's ink. Yesterday's ink was very, very strange. Because if I didn't know better, I would think that these two inks were exactly the same. Diatramentis Black Blue and J. Urban Vert de Gris. Now the reason that I say that is because I turned back and they are almost identical. Look how crazy that is. It's almost like I used the same ink twice. But I promise I didn't. That is totally crazy. I mean, you can there's maybe a half of a microwave of a shade difference, but these are basically the same ink, which is crazy. I can't believe it. The only difference is the pen. This was with a medium and this was with a fine. That's really the only difference I can see. Which, that's awesome, and I don't know which of these is cheaper. But whatever, if you decided you could get the cheaper version of whatever this is, then by all means, that's what I would do. If you're looking for a black, blue, blue, black-ish ink. Alright then. What I had to say about the pen. That was the Lambatau 3059 from Pen Friend Sharon. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the pen. It's a good pen. The filling mechanism is a piston. The flow never skips. The shade, it's tubular with a triangular grip. Now, that is the only problem that I ever have with these types of pens, is I love them to death, but they have this weird tripodal grip, and I don't like the tripodal grip. Like, I don't write like this. I don't write sideways. I write like this. I mean, you guys have seen me write, but I don't know. I always end up putting my finger right here on this little edge here, and it annoys me. But that is the only thing that I think that is annoying about this entire pen. It has a tripodal grip. It's fairly light. I don't have a scale yet, but I imagine that it's no more than a couple of grams. I'm sure that Lambatau has a website that you can look that up on. It's fairly light. The materials, it's plastic. The cost, it was a gift from pen friend Sharon B. Thank you so much. It's a great look. I love the minty color. I really want to purchase a sample of Diamine Soft Mint just to try it out in this pen because it's fantastic. The only other thing that I don't like about these pens is the grips, if you can see here. If you see here, inside the feed part, there is like a bubble of ink. And almost all feeds that I've seen these days do this, and it is really annoying. And I don't know what to do to get rid of it. Does anybody else know what to do with that little bubble? because it's annoying. Super annoying. Anyway, that's the only other problem that I have with this pen. I would like to try soft mint, diamine soft mint. That would be awesome in this pen. The ink, it looks like a grayish. It's okay. The flow is good, smooth, not a shimmer, not a sheen. The feel was smooth and wet. Had some shading and no sheen. This is the pure Gustafson test. It got a 10 out of 10, and the smear test was relatively good because it was a wet ink. Alright then. This has been long enough. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Oh, I haven't done a card yet. Let's do a card. Wow. That's rad. Anyway, I just love how fast it dries. That's fantastic. Anyway, I'm done rambling. That's all for today, so thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Okay, love you. Bye.